Welcome to Yesterday's News, where I cover yesterday's news in 3 minutes or less. You can expect massive demonstrations this weekend in opposition to the gerrymandering going on in Texas, fully supported by the GOP. And thanks to resistance in D.C., the DEA chief will not be taking over the Metro Police Department. The police chief's authority will stand as there's questions of Pam Boendi's legality, even attempting to do that. Now, the meeting between Trump and Putin was an absolute disaster, with Fox News reporting that Putin steamrolled Trump, including speaking first at the press conference, even though he is not the host country, causing reporters to scramble for headsets because he spoke in Russian, took his picture with Trump and left, although Trump did allow him in the motorcade, which is usually unheard of for world leaders. And now, after being sent home with his tail between his legs because the luncheon was canceled, Trump has decided he is breaking from the EU and supporting Putin's idea of peace in the Ukraine, which includes confiscating East Ukraine. Now, the Trump and Vance administration are now proposing the Marketplace Integrity and Affordability Act to further dismantle the Affordable Care Act. It will impose new fees and drop 2.2 million people off of affordable care plans. Hurricane Erin has expanded to a Category 5 storm headed straight for the Caribbean and the East Coast. Florida is expected to get hit by flooding right after they've given their FEMA funds to build Alligator Auschwitz. Locally, a Nashville officer who was arrested for participating in an adult film while on duty has been given probation because merit, and the State Department has refused to issue any more visitor visas from anyone coming from Gaza. A judge has denied the Trump administration's request to end a policy that protects immigrant children while they are in custody. This agreement is called the Flores Settlement Agreement, requires that children have adequate food, water, bathroom facilities, adult supervision, and that children with special needs or medical needs have those needs met while in custody. Thankfully, the judge has denied this, but it's interesting when you go to Ground News. You can see the distribution of who's reporting on what. And out of all the sources reporting on this particular story that harms children, not surprising from people who want to protect a child offender, only 3% are right-leaning sources. But that's not the most important thing. And I'm very proud of this community for fact-checking and looking for sources. One of the things you have to do is find the money, which is sometimes hard to find. But here on Ground News, you can go from this bias distribution over here to ownership. And let's take a look at Breitbart, because it's one of the only right-leaning sources that's reporting on this. And I can click on this individual tab, expand it, and who owns it? Robert Mercer. Now, who is Robert Mercer? He's the former hedge fund CEO of Renaissance Technologies. He's given millions of dollars to both the Trump and the Ted Cruz campaigns. He has also supported Cambridge Analytica's stealing of online information to influence the Brexit vote. And he has said, quote, that African Americans were better off before the Civil Rights Act, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was a mistake. So if you want to use Ground News and make this a lot easier, you can. You can go to groundnews.com/Monty. You get 40% off the Vantage plan. It's the cost of a latte a month. It's what I use. And when they sent it to me, this was one of the best things that I found, because I can see who owns every single source, so I know where their money's coming from.